Hello again, YouTube, and this is a video I actually have been planning to do. And if you see the title, the video is "Should Alex Bowman Get Resigned by Hendrick Motorsports?" I'm gonna give you an obvious answer on that. Hell yes, this guy basically. Sure, he's ran underfunded equipment most of his career. They're the likes of BK Racing and Tommy Baldwin Racing. And he's actually, his rookie season really wasn't that good, nor was his sophomore season. But when you look at 2016 all the way to now, that was basically the turning point of his career. When he got the call to run the 88 car, basically it was just the turning point of his career. He basically got the ride. He was going to share it with Jeff Gordon. And he basically did better than Jeff Gordon because Gordon was he was supposed to be retired. He really hardly did anything. But sorry, I had to close my door. Jeff Gordon basically he really didn't do anything in the 88, anything too spectacular to get a top 10 at Darlington. Well, actually, the guy's final top 5 of his career at Martinsville, which I'll say probably was a highlight. He did do a pretty good job at, Martinsville being one of his best tracks and him getting his final win there in 2015. But Alex Bowman, the actual highlight of his career up to that point was really, to be honest, really nothing. I mean, really anything, to be honest. Except probably, him driving for Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series in 2016 probably actually did him a favor. He was also driving the 88 car, which Dale Jr., he actually let him pilot. Now, don't think 2016 was the only year he actually drove for Junior Motorsports on a limited schedule. He did the same thing in 2014 on a two-race schedule, basically at Charlotte and at Phoenix. And obviously he did actually perform when it mattered. And obviously his best race up to that point in the Cup Series in 2016 was pretty much him nearly winning Phoenix. Only if Kyle Busch didn't decide to be a damn jackass and just and basically just lift the damn 88 tires off the fucking ground and spin Matt Kenseth out, maybe Bowman would have had a shot at winning. I know, obviously, Bowman was even in the playoffs. He was even in the chase while Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth was. And he basically took his own damn team. Well, Busch basically took his own damn teammate out of the championship four. Obviously, in my opinion, I really feel like it did. I don't know, but in my honest opinion, Alex Bowman, he is a serviceable enough driver. 2017, he ran one race, and that was for the Clash, basically due to him winning a pole back in Phoenix. Which in Phoenix, he absolutely dominated at his home racetrack, unfortunately, only to get a 7th place finish. Which I really feel bad for him. Well, I did feel bad for him because, at the time, I was still a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan, and I was also still rooting for Martin Truex as well. And I thought to myself at that point, will Alex Bowman even be able to live up to the expectations of, being a Hendrick Motorsports driver? And when I look back on that, I think he actually has done that. He's won 4 races in his career. He has the best points finish of 6th, which came last season. He's basically, in my opinion, just a Steve Park, but an uninjured version of Steve Park. Thing is, I really feel like Bowman is the type of driver that's kind of, he didn't have enough, he didn't bring any big buck sponsor for him to get to the big buck team. No, he had to work his damn way up to get to the point where he is now, driving for Hendrick Motorsports. He drove for, teams that weren't even that good. And, and basically he didn't, outperform his equipment. I mean, he was still pretty much running like somewhere in the 30s, race after race. But at the same, sorry, I have to clear my throat. But yeah, he was like somewhere in the 30s, and it was in that equipment. He really wasn't outperforming. I mean, he did like some occasions, like some races, he would actually outperform his equipment. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Alex Bowman's up to the point now where, he's basically, he's driving for Hendrick Motorsports. He has he has a sponsor, a big buck sponsor being with Ally, and he's actually doing pretty well in 2021. He has 2 wins, with the Hendrick statement at Dover. But hold on.